Happy May Day to everybody in Cinco de Mayo tomorrow. For my friends who are in the Latino community. Yes, my Spanish has gotten a little bit rusty, but I promise you I will be getting back in the books and listening to audios again so that I can go back teaching online. All right, so this is a special message for my many viewers on TikTok in reference to the video that I posted concerning Monroe Sweets, the porn star um, who shared her. I don't know if to call it a testimony because a testimony is something that you overcame, but she shared her story on TikTok about how she was into sex trafficking and how she became a lot lizard. And for the ones of you who are unfamiliar with the word lot lizard, any trucker can give you a better definition than me, but one of my viewers called it open hoeing. I don't want to describe it as open hoeing after listening to Monroe Sweets sharing how she was involved in that, but they're the ladies that you see at the truck stop dressed all seductively who try to get the truckers' attention to solicit sex and, of course, make money from it. And they also have their pimps out there, excuse me, I'm outside posing and trying to solicit, um, you know, sex on the lot lizard's behalf. So I posted this video a few weeks ago, and it has received over almost 100,000 views on my YouTube channel, Janice Chambers 2003. And I've had the pleasure to converse with a lot of people who have experienced that stuff. Young lady even informed us that her mother was a lot lizard, and that's how she met her dad. Um, but the thing is with Monroe Sweets, me and her are two different individuals. Okay, I'm not her. Some people thought it was my testimony. It's not. I'm just sharing what I found on TikTok. And the purpose of my channel on YouTube is to empower people, not just women, but men and women, young boys and girls everywhere who have experienced trauma in their lives and are trying to overcome that trauma. I experienced trauma. You've experienced something that you blocked out. It's a fact of life. Everybody cannot be protected. And the strangest thing is, and the saddest thing is, that I received a lot of negative comments, and they weren't from me, but they were concerning the life that they claimed that Monroe Sweets, the lot lizard, that she chose that lifestyle, and they didn't understand the strongholds and the brainwashing and the seduction that she had to go through in order to get to that point to sleep with between 14 and 15 men a day, sometimes more, on behalf of her pimp. Um, Now, I'm sure they do not just solicit truck drivers, but most of the time, that's those are their main customers. I was married to a truck driver, but he drove locally, and he used to tell me how they would even try to, they come up to the window. And I had a friend who was OTR, that means on the road, and he said they knock on his window, and because of his religious beliefs, he just didn't have anything to do with them. And when I was driving for Uber, I meet a lot of truck drivers, and one young guy, he was only 27 years old. He was working as a truck driver in order to study for his online degree to get into a different profession. And he said he threatened to laser them or tase them if they didn't get away from his truck. So all men out there are not into that. But getting back to Monroe Sweets, I honestly do not believe that she chose that lifestyle, that she was brainwashed, she was mentally, physically sorcerized and seduced into becoming non human to her pimp. The pimp was making the money, she was providing the services. I don't know if he gave her a cut or if the lot lizards get a cut of it or anything, or the pimp is a pimp, whether you're downtown or at the truck stop. And that you have to have a really strong controlling spirit in order to talk someone into selling their body into sleep, just lose themselves and perform sexual acts for that many men in one day, or women. Men were not there her only customers, I'm sure, because this is a sexual covenant world. And whoever you covenant with, your body with, come in agreement with sexually. That's who you're going to serve. And can you imagine? That's what I said. Y'all guys are too hard on her. Even a lot of women were criticizing her, said she had a choice. You don't know if she had a choice or not. You don't know what broke her down to get to that level. And we shouldn't judge people because of the lifestyle that they choose, because a lot of them did not choose that lifestyle. It was chosen for them. So, we need to show a whole lot more love and compassion because we don't know when our turn will come, or some of our daughters or sons might be involved in that right under your nose and you don't even know it. You wouldn't even know it. But yet you're out here judging her or people, women and men similar to her who got into a situation that they didn't wake up one day and say, oh, I think I'll be a lot lizard, or I think I'll be a porn star and just lose myself, lose my mind, and make money off sex. I doubt very highly. I doubt very strongly that they woke up and came to that conclusion. And now for the preaching part, all of this is a result of sin and disobeying God. And I believe in the Bible and I'm going to stick with it. So any of you come up here and say it's not true and it's a fairy tale, you try it out and see if it works for you like it's working for me. And it's working pretty good for me and for my life. It's the life I choose to live and the God that I choose to believe in. And it all came from sin. That sin that originated between when Eve disobeyed God and Adam wasn't bold enough to stand up to her. Say what you want to, but women have more power. We have more power than what we recognize. If if Adam would have had more power and more strength like Eve to resist the devil and rebuke her for going along with it, maybe things would have been different in this world today and they wouldn't have gotten evicted from their original home. Okay? So I'm just going to say that. Trust me, I didn't experience that lifestyle. And of course, you can look and see, she and I are two different people. She's a very beautiful woman. She's much younger than me. I was just sharing her testimony on TikTok in an effort to encourage someone and help them to understand how people become involved in this. And then we have children who are sex trafficked. Are you going to blame them? Are you going to judge them too for being kidnapped? And for the ones of you who send or put your children in a car with a stranger, even ride share, Lyft, Uber, and I drive for both of them, you don't know who that individual is. And you put them, minor children, 12 and 13 years old, for them to pick them up from school and stuff, and then you never see them again. Did that child have a choice? And then they sex traffic them. They use women like me, trustworthy, motherly type, to bring children in. And I always rebuke these parents for doing that. I say, you don't know me. Don't be leaving, you're trying to leave your child with me. I could be the bad guy, but it just so happened this time you got someone who's decent. So, what do you think? She did not have a choice. If she could have ran away, I honestly believe she would have. So, be careful about judging, and you need to check out your own sexual covenants, who we all laid down with and did repent about, uh, and who we have watching over our children when we're gone. You don't know what they're doing to that child while they're sleeping in their crib, or what kind of sexual acts that they're performing with your child. I'm not trying to make you afraid. I am basically helping you to become aware of what's going on in this world. Hey, that's it. So don't be so quick to judge, because we wonder sometimes why our children turn out the way they have. And I tell you, the bottom line is molestation and some kind of covenant that was made with a grown person trying to seduce a child and get them to perform sexual acts that are ungodly and they're not even ready for. So you can visit our channel on YouTube, Janice Chambers 2003. It's about ministry and everyday life. We talk about a lot of things, and I'll be glad to share that with you. In the meantime, it's May. Enjoy this beautiful weather and try to do something good that you've never done before. Remember to give to the poor, because that's how we're blessed. And give from your heart and try to love people and do like Jesus told us to in the Bible. Take the strangers in, give to the poor. Freely you receive, give it back out. Give something good instead of spreading a lot of negativity here, especially on TikTok. God bless you. Hope to see you soon on my page, Janice Chambers 2003, and YouTube, and be blessed.